Hi, I'm David Saville from Switched On, and this is the About Me section, but you don't really want to know about me. You want to know how I can help you, how I can help you begin to transform your life in some way. So I'll just be very brief. The place I'm coming from is from my teens, 20s, early 20s. I was very much living in a victim space. I was very much reactive. I had social anxiety, panic attacks, all kinds of stuff going on. I developed a very poor way of living life and of approaching life, where I was frightened of standing up, of being seen, of making a difference, to put my head up, because it might get chopped off. I lived a life quite frightened, really, and very insular. And throughout my 20s, I found different ways of developing myself to try and get myself out of that. And it led to learning how the mind and body work, and led to a lot of work with the unconscious mind and the power of that. And then the final piece for me, for all this, I've been working with people for a few years and I've been getting good results, but it wasn't until last year when my coach showed me the power of bringing consciousness to bear, the power of being in the moment, being switched on, that everything changed. Everything started to change anyway. And then since then, my own self-transformation knows no bounds now, because it's a continual evolution for me. And the way I work with clients, the way I would work with you, has shifted dramatically. So now I have a much deeper understanding of how transformation works and how you can transform pretty much anything you want in your life. I mean, what is your biggest fear? What is the thing you're most frightened of? And if you could get rid of that, if you no longer had that fear, what could you accomplish? What could you do? How are you stopping yourself? Because I found out that I've been putting so many things in my own way, stopping myself reaching to what I wanted, to getting what I wanted. Even be able to see what I want was not possible because I had so much stuff in my way. And maybe it's like that for you too. You're so busy going from one thing to another. Time is so short. How can you possibly do it? And there are many ways that you can do it. Believe me, as one of the busiest people, I've always, for the past few years, I've been one of the busiest people I know. And I can assure you, no matter how busy you are, if it matters to you, you can find a way. And even your relationship can change. I mean, something which I've been sharing a lot recently, which can help you now, which is why I'm going to share it briefly here, is your relationship to time. You think you haven't got time. But essentially the reason you think that is because you've been filling it up with too much stuff. And if you want to create a different life where you're doing something else, you first need to start clearing things out. So look through your diary, look through your day. What are you really doing that you don't need to do, or what can you do better than you are right now? If you were to approach your duties, like say you get 100 emails in the morning, instead of just going through them randomly, just decide to block out half an hour for them, and you're going to get through as many of the important ones as possible. Then after that, you're not going to look at them again. You're going to get onto something else. Purify your use of your own time, and you can start to create space where you can start to create transformation for yourself. Now, if you really want to get deep into stuff and you're really ready to make a transformation, because the people I like to work with, they are switched on. You are already switched on, or you probably wouldn't be looking at this video. And if that's the case, then you have a glimmer, you have an idea that things can be different and that you can make a difference. And if you work with me and we work well together, the difference you can make is exponential. There's no limits to what you can achieve. I'm doing it myself right now. I'm achieving things that I never would have dreamed of just a couple of years ago. And you can have that too. So if this interests you, if you're ready to try and transform your life, or at least to find out if it's possible for you or where you can make some difference, send me a message, fill in the form and contact me directly, and let's start a conversation. From the very first communication we have, if you ask me for my help, I will give it to you there and then, whether or not we go on to work together. Let's have a conversation anyway, because for me, the thing that I love about this is helping people make changes, whether I go on to work with them or not. So if that's you, if it interests you, I look forward to meeting you, talking with you, and seeing what we can explore together. Take care until then.